Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show how I did this look. If you are a beginner, I have a lot of tips and tricks throughout this video. Watch till the end and let's dive into the video. I cannot empathize this enough, but for the best makeup, it is always important to have clean skin and well moisturized skin. When it comes to makeup, skincare and skin prep is non-negotiable. For that, I'm gonna start off with toner. This is my all-time favorite. I'm gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit in the hand and rub on the skin. Let the skincare to sink in your skin. Wait for it to get absorbed. Once absorbed, I'm going on with the next step. It is Torrid hyaluronic acid serum. I generally don't recommend any actives during makeup or underneath makeup, but this one, it is just for hydration. It has, I think, 5 or 7 type of hyaluronic acid molecules, different ones, that helps with hydration. It wasn't reactive for me, so I used this under makeup. Instantly gave me that plump skin. I massaged this into my skin like this. I don't know why, like recent times my skin feels super dry. I think it is because of the climate change over here. I can literally see like white flake, a dry skin after I do face wash. I do moisturize a lot. Wait for serum to absorb into your skin. Next step is moisturizer. Now if you are in oily skin spectrum and you are using sunscreen, you can directly go with sunscreen on top, but I need moisturizer and I'm not gonna do sunscreen. This is Dr. Althia's 345 Relief Cream. Go all over. Waiting for moisturizer to absorb into my skin. Can you see how plumpy my skin looks? If you do like this, makeup can glide smoothly on top of this. Now you don't necessarily need primer, but if you have any specific skin concern, you can use. And today I'm gonna use Huda Beauty's Easy Blur Primer. I'm using this because I feel I have a little bit pores here and there and I want to see how this works. I'm taking this much, very little bit, and applying right on the places where I feel I have pores. Massaging right into my skin. I find hands are the perfect tool to blend primers because you can literally go like in every direction and feel how it sits on the skin. Some primers, especially the silicone based ones like blurring primer or mattifying primers, can be slippery sometimes. If you use your hand, you can literally feel it, like if it is slippery or it is good enough for the foundation to lay off. So I always use my hands. Next, I'm gonna go with the color corrector. For color correction, I'm gonna use L Camo color corrector. This is my second tube and I literally love this. This gives me the enough pigment I needed to color correct. I have really dark eyelids, so I go on top and then underneath my eyes, like here and around my mouth, wherever basically I have hyperpigmentation. And I'm using a concealer brush to blend this. While blending, I'm making sure I'm blending in the places where I have dark circles and I'm not dragging it everywhere. I'm trying to keep the pigment in a place, and also never forget your inner corner. This is the place most people forget. Once you've done everything, you can literally see it's dark over here if you don't cover up or concentrate there. So always make sure whatever products you're putting in, you're blending over there like this. This has the pigmentation that is more than enough to cover my dark spots, and the good part is it don't peek through makeup. Next, I'm going to go with the foundation. For foundation, I'm going to use Huda Beauty Easy Blur. I'm applying directly on my skin. I'm going to use my fingers to spread the foundation, and I'm going to blend using the foundation brush. While blending, I'm making sure there is no streaks and I'm dragging the product down to the neck. If you notice, I didn't take the foundation near to my eyes because I'm going to use concealer anyway. And the more heavier we go underneath eyes, more creasing we're going to see. So I'm avoiding foundation under my eyes or even in my eyelid. For concealing and highlighting, I'm going to use these two concealers. These are Milani's Conceal Plus Perfect. For concealing, I'm going to use 150 Natural Sand. And I'm going to use it underneath my eyes and above my eyelids, like here, above my eyelids, and that's it. I'm gonna use the concealer brush to blend this. While blending, slowly take the concealer towards under your eyes like this. Make sure you're taking the concealer to the inner corners like this. That's it. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Make sure you're evening out in the entire lid space like this. I have to take a short break because my phone memory got full. Now I feel my foundation is concealer or a little bit set. It is almost dry. If I put brush now, it's going to create the streak. So I'm going to use my Milani's Make It Last setting spray and go a little bit on top. This gives me hydration to blend the products. Now I can blend the product without creating the streaks. It will help you to rehydrate your skin so you can work on top of it. Next, I'm going to use contour and the blush. For contour and blush, I'm going to use a bronzer and contour and also Camo liquid blush. I've been using this for quite a while and these are very pigmented. You do not need more at all. Like 2 dots and you're good. Like that's it. I'm gonna dot here. Same. I'm gonna use blush too and blend together everything. I'm using a contour and blush brush and blending both together. Can you see how pigmented this blush is? Literally need little bit. Doing the same on the other side. I add a little bit on the center of the nose. You might think the blush is more, but trust me, this is fine. I'm gonna use the brightening concealer here, high points of my face, like around my cheek, on the forehead, bridge of the nose, and up on the chin. I'm gonna use the concealer brush to blend this. Blend slowly and make sure you're taking it between like this. Blend the corners. Do the same thing on the other side too. This is exactly why I applied blush first. So even though you make any mistakes with blush, you can literally hide it with the brightening concealer like this. This gives you the flexibility and it is also reduce your time for blending. I like roughly blend everything using my concealer brush. Once I blend roughly, I'm gonna take my foundation brush, which I used before, to go all over. This kind of blends everything together. Can you see how blended it looks right now? This one step kind of diffuse all your products together and make sure you don't have any like streaks or sharp lines in your face. Now all my cream products are done. Before I go with powder, I'm going to use once again Milani's Make It Last setting spray all over my face to rehydrate my face and let it sit for some time. To set my makeup, I'm going to use One Size setting powder in the shade Ultra Pink. This instantly gave me brightness and also give me that blurry effect. So I took some on my hand. I dipped the brush in the powder like this, tap off the excess, set right under my eyes like this. Can you see how it blurs my skin instantly? This is one of my go-to powder. I'm doing the same on the other side too. To set rest of my face, I'm going to use Airspun setting powder. I'm once again gonna take this in my hand like this. I'm gonna use powder brush and go on the rest of my face like this. As I set everything, I'm gonna use NYX Buttermilk bronzer in the shade Deserve Beauty to contour my nose and cheeks once again. This is going to define my face even more. Saturating my brush with the contour. Tap off the excess. This is definitely more pigmented. And I'm gonna contour my nose with the same bronzer. While contouring, make sure you're taking it right to the down and also connecting the contour with eyebrows like this. Can you see how it defined my nose even more? I'm gonna use the same bronzer in fluffy brush like this to define my crease. This has a lot of kickbacks, so I always tap and just blend lightly onto your crease. I want this space to be visible, so I'm not going to touch that space and just blend on my crease and connect it with my nose contour. Can you see the difference? I'm going to do the same on the other side too. On the crease and not touching the inner space because I want it bright, and connect that to the nose contour. That's it. This gives me the depth. I'm gonna use Milani's blush in the shade Wild Rose. Dipping the brush and add it. This brightens up the blush a little bit more, and I'm gonna take that little bit onto the center of nose. I like blush in my nose and on my chin. This kind of gives that coherent look. I'm gonna use the same blush and add little bit of pink to my outer corners like this. Very little bit, a touch of pink. For eyes, I'm going to use Essence pencil and I'm going to draw a line closer to my lashes like this. I'm stopping right here, and even for the inner corner, I'm going to stop like there. And before it's set down, I'm going to use flat brush like this and smudge. I'm sorry for making those faces. I do all these weird faces. I think doing this will stretch my face, but it definitely not. Right, once I'm happy with the smudging, I'm gonna pick the eyeliner. The one I'm using is from Tarte, and I'm gonna extend my waterline just like this and sharpen up the wing. Now I'm gonna connect that to my smudge line. I'm gonna extend my inner corner too like this. I quickly changed my liner. This is one size. I'm running out of Tarte one, so I'm gonna use this to extend my inner corner. If you want the defined look, just drag close to your lash line with the same liquid liner. So I did both my eyes. I did this side off camera, and whatever left on this pointer brush, I'm gonna take it down like this. This gives like little bit smudge of black without making it more dark. Same goes on the other side too. I'm gonna use L'Oreal Panorama for my lower lash line like this. This is how my eyes look. For eyebrows, I'm gonna use Maybelline. Okay, I'm almost running out of it and it looks really bad, but I still left with the products I'm not gonna waste. And I'm gonna use this spoolie to kind of clean up. It doesn't have any product, so I'm just cleaning up my eyebrows a little bit. Just make sure there is no product in my eyebrows. Then I'm gonna use the pencil side to fill the bald spots. While filling, I'm going in the direction of my eyebrows and not changing it. I'm extending my inner corner just like this and fill the spots. For lips, I'm gonna use NYX Professional Makeup Line Loud lip pencil in the shade Magic Maker. I'm gonna use this pencil to outline my lips. This is beautiful mauve shade. This acts as a perfect nude for my lips. Also, it is pigmented enough to cover my hyperpigmentations. I'm filling little bit inside. I'm making sure I'm defining both the corners. Now I'm gonna use Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Vinyl in the shade Rosy Brown. This is a beautiful shade. This gives me like the juicy lip look. That's it. To lock the entire makeup, I'm going to use Tarte setting spray. Spray it all over my face and let it dry. I'm gonna use Revlon highlighter in the shade Make an Impact on high points of my face. Taking it the dense brush and lying right on the high points. This is a beautiful shade. It is almost like rose gold sort of vibe. It is not super bright, neither super blinding. I love this for like everyday use. A bit more. I'm also adding it to the bridge of my nose and below my eyebrows. That's it. That's the final look. I haven't used any mascara on my upper eyelash because I have cluster lashes on. If you want to know how I did this cluster lashes, please check on the video I linked here. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you do so, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified each time I post something new. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.